very good, very good. Let's talk about why it is not a good idea to apply for a mortgage yourself. Can you apply for a mortgage yourself? Yes. But is it a good idea? No. When you apply for a mortgage yourself, you're basically going DIY on your financial advice. You will have hassle, uncertainty, and risk losing a lot of money. And when I say a lot of money, I mean tens, if not hundreds, thousands of dollars. Are you prepared to lose 50, 60, 70, 200, 300 thousands of dollars? Am I real? Yes. You can easily lose that much money if your loan is structured incorrectly. It's important that your loan is structured to your advantage and according to your goals. Otherwise, it can cost a lot of money to fix it. So let's talk about hustle. Going DIY versus going to a mortgage broker. When you go DIY, you usually go to your bank directly. You go to your bank, you call on the phone, and you go online and you make an appointment, and somebody will call you back, but they will call you back right at the time when you're having a meeting and you can't pick up. They'll leave you a voicemail, or will call you back when you're just picking up your kids from school, and they will offer you an appointment about 3 weeks away from now. Okay, excellent. And you will go and send required paperwork if you got an email from them. Or you will wait for 3 weeks, and at that appointment they will tell you to go home and send paperwork for your application. So you will do that, and you will wait, and then no one will get back to you, and then you try to call, but the phone will not be answered, and emails will not be returned. That's a grim scenario. Sometimes it all will be, but here we are 4 weeks later. If you go to your mortgage broker, first of all, we can have a Zoom appointment. We can talk on the phone. We can meet any time that is convenient for you, which could be weekend, evening, early morning, in the middle of the day. We can choose different location other than your local branch. All of that is quite convenient. You have to agree with me. Next, we'll send you a link to an online application, which you will fill out when it's convenient for you. You can ask me any questions while doing so, and you're only going to be doing it once, and you will only send me the paperwork that is really required. Okay, so and here we are, can be done virtually in 24 hours. Then you will be facing uncertainty of approval with the bank, because when you go there, nobody is giving you a list of criteria for loan approval. Yeah, they do tell you general things like your deposit has to be like this, your income has to be like that, but nobody is going to be sitting there working really hard to try and make your application work. So you submitted your paperwork and you've been asked a lot of questions, and you don't even know why. And very often this answers to those questions can be and will be used against you without court or judgment. Just an example. The question could be, tell me, your son is 17 years old? And you're like, yeah, okay, and is going to uni next year, I presume? Oh yeah. So do you think you will be helping your son through school? You'll be like, yeah, of course. I'll be like, oh, so you will still have a dependent even when your son turns 18. And there you go. So your income just went down and your serviceability went down with it, and you can no longer afford the loan. and you said, oh well, but my son will get a job, but my son might go flat in, but my son may not even go to university. Too late. Show's over. Okay, too late. So when you go see me, we discuss all these life changes and how they will or will not affect you. And we propose to the bank through your application a real life scenario. Okay, and then let's talk the last one. We talked about the hassle of the application, the uncertainty of approval, and risk of losing a lot of money. So let's imagine that at the bank, the person you're talking to, structuring your loan, will not be giving you advice, will not be giving you financial advice to your unique situation, to your personal advantage. Okay, so just last week at a party, I was talking to someone and someone just said, well, why would I use a mortgage broker? I said, okay, well, it can save you a lot of money. I said, well, I don't see how. I said, well, okay, well, tell me something. How many years is your mortgage term? The person didn't know how many years. I said, well, okay, so didn't even know what mortgage term is. I said, okay, is it 30 years, 25 years, 20 years, 15 years, 10 years? Well, we borrowed a few years ago, so let's assume 30 years. And I'm asking, why is it 30 years? I don't know, because it was proposed by the bank. Of course it was proposed by the bank, because the bank is not working for you, the bank is working for the bank. And bank wants to collect interest for 30 years. And possibly 30 years could have been reduced to 25 years, which is slightly larger repayments, the ones you make per fortnight or per month. But it is paying out premium faster, therefore saving on interest. And in that particular situation, it was just a couple, both working in their 30s, good incomes. They could totally afford to pay a little extra and be paying out this mortgage. So over the last 7 years, they haven't saved a cent. They overpaid. And nobody had that conversation with them until 7 years later and until that party. And now I have given them my card. They can come talk to me and we can structure their mortgage to their advantage. So this is just one example of how a mortgage broker can save you a lot of money, and how going DIY on your financial advice can cost a lot of money. Of course, nothing, pretty much nothing in this situation is irreversible, and there's always improvement to be made. So feel free to contact me and we can discuss your situation. And when you talk to me, everything is confidential, everything stays between us, and we work out personal strategy that works for you, that is beneficial for you and for your future. We also talk about long-term plans. And basically what you get is not just a mortgage broker. What you get is your trusted financial advisor. I work to make you as wealthy and as financially fit as I possibly can.